Chuck Mortar here. Welcome to the first episode of our Bloodmoon Darkest Dungeon Let's Play. Let's create our estate. It's gonna be including all the available DLCs, counting the Bloodmoon, the Crimson Court of course. So basically, playing on the hardest difficulty, because why not, you know? It's gonna be a bit challenging to be fun, right? We are gonna be using some mods. They are strictly cosmetic related. They do not alter the gameplay whatsoever. And while I do quite like the art style of the game overall, I think those skins actually add quite a bit. I mean, they just look cool. Don't worry about looking up the names here. I'll be linking all of them in the description, which I'll hopefully remember to do. That seems quite right. We're not gonna be using all of them. Some of them were there just for testing. So let's head into our estate, where many mistakes will be made.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Oh, will we now, Mr. Ancestor? Will we? Well, time will tell. Only time will tell indeed. Alright, so let's get it started. Mr. Reynold, our Crusader, is gonna show us the way, hopefully to victory this time. And of course, accompanied by Dismas.
Have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Right, first few easy fights in these scripted dungeons. Let's make short work of these. 250 gold. I've seen a wide range of gold you can get from the first brigand here, from between 50 and even like 750 gold. So we didn't get the best of rolls this time. We're gonna try to kill the backline, that's fine. That attack doesn't even do that much damage. Basically used there to gain accuracy. Thankfully we get to move before the big boy, so we get protection, expecting the point blank shot here. Exactly, that would have hurt way more. The only issue is that right now I can't hit the back line. I'm just gonna hit the front boy and move the Crusader forward. Reason for moving is that I really want to kill the boy with the gun, so he stops lowering our dodge. Dodge is generally not something I like to rely on in this game, but specifically in the early dungeons it can make a huge difference. Of course, if you build your team around it, it can work later on, but I don't find it as reliable as bringing trinkets that can get enemies killed faster. It's not gonna risk with the grape shot. Only gonna use it in situations where it's basically irrelevant if I do the damage or not. Double critted on the first dungeon. Damn. Not giving me a break, eh? Pistol shot actually has higher crit chance, But this way I lower his speed. So maybe Crusader can outspeed sometimes. He didn't this time, but it's okay.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is
This is like my 15th try opening this chest. Am I gonna get a trap? Yeah, of course I am. Of course. There it is. We made it. The game is won. Now we can go home, right? That's how it works. Hello, Mania. Not only you're a kleptomaniac, you also have Hylomania now. Well, we're not gonna have a good time bringing Reinhold into
such as it is.
upcoming missions.
Squalid hamlet, these
We didn't get a
corrupted
deed
lands,
either, so I'll
they are
trade
yours now,
one.
and you are bound to them.
I'm gonna trade actually 3 crests for a deed, just so I
Women
can
and
get 2
men,
levels
soldiers
of
and
network.
outlaws, fools
Obviously
and
picking
corpses.
everyone. We're gonna check their skills
All
in
will
a
find their way
second.
to us now that the road is clear.
Any good trinkets? Not really.
Most will end up here, covered in the
Alrighty.
poisoned earth.
Second
awaiting
mission,
merciful
15% debuff. That could be decent on our
Trinkets
markers
and
later on in the
charms,
game, but
gathered
that's still
from
ways
all the
away.
forgotten corners of the
Let's
earth.
see our skills. Wow,
In time,
incredible.
you will know the tragic extent
These are the
of my
skills I would always have on
failings.
a Plague Doctor. Well, always, not really always.
A mecca
Very
of
rarely I'll
madness
take this
and
Orienting
morbidity.
Blast. I was
Your
actually
work
thinking of picking
begins.
it more in Wield, where I do tend to bring Plague Doctor even though enemies have high Blight Resist. Pretty lucky with the Vestal as well, although we didn't get Dazzling Light. We're probably not gonna be using Mace Bash, but let's just keep it there. I mean, we actually need to be in position 2, and because I want to be using Judgment, I'm gonna be sitting in position 3, unless we get like moved around, which, no, it's possible.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold,
So I do realize
in blood.
this is being way over prepared for this mission, but there's one simple reason for that. We have a kleptomaniac, the Crusader, and the curios you get on the mission, while they hold enough shovels and keys to get through the entire mission, through every room, if he steals some, if he just yoinks it away, we're not gonna get all the loot. So let's be safe, shall we? You don't want to go for a safe play every time, but this doesn't cost that much at the very beginning of the game. And we do want to get alive out of this, so... This is a fairly simple mission. We're gonna try to fully complete it. Ah, the lovely 85%ers that miss. You gotta love those. Well, that's a guarantee. Whenever you see 95% accuracy on your character, that's a guaranteed hit. We have Blight, so that should be a kill.
Continue the onslaught.
Reason being that whenever your
Them.
attack hit percentage is calculated while hitting, it adds 5 accuracy to it. So we're never actually gonna get a 100% number for the accuracy roll.
Killer.
But you do get 100% accuracy whenever you're at 95.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
And I hope I'm not the only person that was really bugged about that, thinking I could miss so many times even though it was literally impossible. Because the game prevented me from that happening. Okay, well, we have an issue. I need the Stresscaster dead. Oh, yeah, well, this miss gets rid of the issue. Let's blight you. Please die. Thank you. We can greed a little bit, get some light for free.
The light, the promise of safety.
They're not gonna do much damage. The soldier does a bit more. But the Rubbler generally misses and his damage rolls are not very impressive. Is there a reason to Grape Shot here? I don't think so. Okay. Soldier is dead. I could greed a heal. I possibly outspeed him, yeah. It's a pretty decent roll to kill.
The slow
Unless we
death
miss, which is, you know,
unforeseen.
just fine.
Unforgiving.
We don't want to kill them anyway. As you can see, this guy misses quite a bit, so we're just fine. Let's breed another heal.
Wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
You really need to manage between going greedy for heals, slash stress heals, slash doing damage that is spread between enemy characters, or, you know, focusing single character, which is generally the idea you want to go with in the early levels. Basically only when you fight stress casters though. So I would say we were super lucky there. So Reynold can proc both Klepto and Hylo on the Curios, and the Hylomania procced there, making so that we have to check the Curio. The good part is that we actually got the loot. Had it been the Klepto proc, loot was lost. So a bit lucky there. Okay, let's try for a stun. We always want to get stress casters down as soon as it's possible, because managing your health shouldn't be an issue up until later in the game. Unless you get critted multiple turns in a row, or you mismanage something terribly, or you don't have a healer, don't have a way to control the fight with stuns, etc. The stress casters should be killed immediately. Oh, it should be death. Also, there's a reason why I went this corridor rather than the bottom one. This is the harder one. I want to get done with the stress caster faster than going for the regular fights. Other than that, the difference... There actually isn't a difference. Actually, I don't know if there is a chest there. I think there actually isn't. I really don't need to hit you there. So I suppose the other point of difference is that if we were basically dead and had to run from this mission, we would have had the chest loot at least. Let's hit you.
Give them no quarter.
Possibly could have stunned this guy instead, but we're not that fast on everyone, so it was possible that the roller would have outsped me and hit me anyway. Was hoping for that crit there. Pretty decent rolls for heals, actually. That's good. It's gonna hit me again. Please no crits. Good. That's like the lowest roll possible for him as well. So that was pretty lucky. Could have tried reading a heal, but I don't think it's necessary yet. Getting more portraits, which is nice. Oh and yeah, as you can see, we got a key from the last curio. That's one of the keys you get in this dungeon that could have been stolen by Klepto from your Crusader. We were lucky enough for that not to happen. Again, specifically because we prepared, it doesn't matter, but it's always a possibility. Yeah, there's no chest in this room, there's just a curio. I actually remember what the curio is. The stress healing one, which we're gonna make use of. That's why we have the holy water. Right, got a surprise. So while most of the time you want to deal with the stress casters in the backline, sometimes you have to deal with the damage dealers in the backline. And that's exactly what we're gonna be doing here. Do I want the crit chance? I don't think so. Let's try killing this guy first. Oh, that's so unlucky actually. Vestal can possibly stun. Ah, never mind, I don't have the skill. I'm kind of worried about Hyoman's health. Most of the time you would rather use Divine Grace. But in this situation, solo heal seemed more appropriate. We would have been at Death's Door, wouldn't we? Weren't we healed by 4 there? Please stun, thank you. Oh, that's pretty lucky. So I understand that's not the most effective way of going about killing the Arbalest there, because you basically wasted the stun. Technically, I would agree, but in specific situation of fighting the early dungeons, you really don't want to test your luck. As you can see, we do miss quite a bit with rolls at 80-85%, so... And the damage rolls are not even that high. So even when you hit, you're not sure if you're gonna kill the character or not. Let's go for the AoE this time.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
I don't like it. Okay, let's get light.
As the light gains
It's speed
purchase,
1 only.
spirits are lifted.
Let's get off of Death Star at least. I should kill him with Highwayman. It's over 50% chance, and we didn't get it. Please, Crusader move. No, that's fine. So my idea about this curio here was to actually heal Crusader because it's kind of stressed. Oh, we got an item.
Seize this momentum.
But considering our low HP and the fact that we're gonna be going through 2 more fights, I will just use this on Highwayman instead. I'm gonna be doing a bit of backtracking too, so a little bit more stress is gonna accumulate as well. Oh, I've never checked their quirks. Plutomania. Nymphomania. We have some freaking maniacs in this team. But night blindness is not gonna affect us 99% of the time, so it's not an issue. Plutomania obviously has to go. But again, we're pretty lucky with the manias that both of those procced instead of the kleptomania, so we didn't actually lose any gold. Just pretty darn lucky, gotta say, pretty darn lucky. Alright, let's finish off the dungeon. That last fight over there. Another proc, so we're still gonna get the loot. What do I drop? Holy water? Anti-venom. Anti-venom is absolutely useless in the ruins, unless you fight spiders. There's no use for it. Or profit. Dungeon is over, but we obviously continue since there's more loot to be had. That's the hardest fight in this dungeon. It's pretty likely that our Crusader is gonna go to... well, hopefully Virtue, but I wouldn't bet on that. Probably gonna be an affliction, but let's see. Also annoying Stresscaster and the ruins on courtier there. So again, there is a damage dealer in the backline, but you always want to deal with the Stresscasters ASAP. The question is, he has 7 health. So what I'm actually gonna do here is go for a Blight. That way, he's gonna go down to 2 health next turn. I'm gonna hit him with the Vestal.
Clarified in a single strike.
This way, I preserve the move from my Highwayman next turn. Never mind. Well, that's the greed for you, I suppose. Yep, gonna get stressed again. At least it's spread evenly, and we even get a dodge. Well, no, I guess now he is dead, so I don't need to worry about him. But the idea was that the Vestal would have dealt enough damage to finish him off. Both rolls have the same odds, so it doesn't matter which one I go for. Stun you.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Let's heal a little bit. Oof. I would love to go for more judgments, but Divine Grace and the other one are guaranteed healing, and Judgment isn't, unfortunately, since we still have to hit. Bone Defender. Well, that's a guaranteed kill. Lowest roll possible, but it's alright.
The wounds
reason we're killing the defender first and not the soldier who does more damage is that the defender can, 1, guard, 2, stun you and move you around, which can cause a lot of unhappiness, let's say, among your ranks. And there it is, dungeon is over. Snap the torch, doing so gives us higher loot drops. So there we go. Dungeon is over. Let's see what we get for the quirks. Pretty decent crest. Okay, boss. We need quite a bit of boss in the early game, and then it kind of becomes irrelevant in the way I play. Deeds are very necessary early as well. Right, dismissing logies, logs. Got the quirk. Photomania. That's nice. Scientific obviously has to go. Obviously. Right, there we have it. 2 scripted dungeons are done. And this is where we're gonna end the first episode. So, thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.